Are you looking to leave a legacy of wealth that lasts for generations? Or maybe you're worried about how taxes could chip away at everything you've worked so hard to build. If so, you're not alone. And today I'm going to show you how you can maximize your generation skipping transfer tax exemption. This powerful tool can help preserve your family's wealth, avoid unnecessary taxes, and create a legacy your children and grandchildren will thank you for. So stick with me. This could be one of the most important conversations you ever have about your family's future. Hi, I'm Chuck Roulet. I'm an estate and elder law planning attorney with nearly 30 years of experience helping families in Minnesota and Florida protect their assets and create lasting legacies. But before we begin, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons so you'll be notified when I post new videos like this one. And if you have a question, post it in the comments below and I may answer it in an upcoming video. And if you stay until the end, I'll share some resources where you can discover more. Let's face it, navigating wealth transfer taxes can feel overwhelming. Between federal estate taxes and some state-specific estate taxes like Minnesota has, and the risks of double taxation as wealth moves from generation to generation, it's enough to make your head spin. And without a plan, your family could end up losing a significant portion of your hard-earned assets to taxes. Now imagine this. You've spent your entire life building a successful business or growing a substantial investment portfolio. You want that wealth to support your children, grandchildren, and maybe even future great-grandchildren. But if you don't have the right strategy, that dream could evaporate under the weight of unnecessary taxes. And that's where the generation skipping transfer tax, or GSTT, comes in. This tax was designed to close a loophole that successful families used for years to avoid estate taxes. So here's how it worked. Families would transfer assets directly to their grandchildren, skipping their children's generation entirely to avoid estate taxes being applied twice. So for example, if you had an estate that was subject to the estate tax and you passed away and left it to your kids, and then your kids passed away and it was included in their estate for estate tax purposes, it got taxed and so on and so on and so on. Well, what successful families were doing was skipping their children and going to their grandchildren or even their great-grandchildren to avoid taxation in each generation. And so the IRS created the GSTT to ensure these transfers wouldn't escape taxation entirely. But here's the thing. The generation skipping transfer tax isn't just another tax burden. When used strategically, it can actually become a powerful tool for preserving your family's wealth. So let me share a real life example. A couple I worked with owned a substantial investment portfolio, along with several pieces of income generating real estate. They wanted to leave their wealth to their grandchildren while still ensuring their children could benefit financially during their lifetimes. By setting up a generation skipping trust, we structured their estate so the grandchildren would inherit the principal assets tax-free, while the children could still enjoy the income generated by those assets. And over time, this strategy saved their family millions in taxes and ensured their legacy endured for generations. Now let's talk about how you can maximize your generation skipping transfer tax exemption. First is leverage the lifetime exemption. For 2024, the lifetime gift and estate tax exemption is $13.61 million per person. This means you can transfer that amount to your grandchildren or other skip persons without triggering the generation skipping transfer tax. You can also take advantage of the annual exclusion. Each year, you can gift a certain amount per recipient without it counting against your lifetime exemption. At the time of this video, that's $18,000 per person per year. As you can see over the years, this can add up to significant tax savings. Third, use a generation skipping trust. A properly structured trust allows your wealth to grow tax-free while still providing for your children and ensuring your grandchildren are the ultimate beneficiaries. It's a flexible and powerful way to protect your family's assets from unnecessary taxation. Fourth, customize your allocation. In most cases, your generation skipping transfer tax exemption will be automatically applied to what's known as direct skips, like gifts to your grandchildren. But there are times when opting out of this automatic allocation can be more beneficial. This is where expert guidance can make all the difference. Here's the thing. These strategies are not one size fits all. Every family situation is unique and tax laws are constantly changing. Making the wrong move, like failing to opt out of an automatic allocation or mismanaging a trust, can lead to unintended tax consequences. That's why it's so important to work with an experienced estate planning attorney who understands the nuances of generation skipping transfer taxes and advanced wealth transfer strategies. So, are you ready to secure your family's future? Well, at our firm, we help successful families in Minnesota and Florida save on taxes, protect their assets, and create lasting legacies. If you would like to learn more or to schedule a consultation, visit us at roulettelaw.com. I'm also hosting an online masterclass where I'm going to be revealing strategies I use with my private clients and their families to help them avoid probate, save on taxes, protect the money they leave for their kids in the event they get divorced, and so much more. And you can join us by clicking a link in the description below. And if you are a Florida snowbird, have recently moved to Florida, or are thinking about moving to Florida, you're going to want to get your copy of my book, The Florida Snowbird Guide, a fast and friendly legal guide for Florida relocation and snowbirds. I've provided a link in the description below where you can grab your copy on Amazon, or you can also download a digital copy for free from my website, and I've provided a link for that in the description below as well. Don't leave your family's future to chance. With the right plan in place, you can create a legacy that not only lasts but grows, ensuring your hard work benefits your loved ones for generations to come. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in an upcoming video or the masterclass. Be well.